Hello and welcome to Kids Corner. Sir Winston and I were just working on props for a story about Moses further on. But today, when we join the story of Moses, we're going to find that a lot of years has passed. Moses has gone from looking like this to looking like this. So let's find out what's going to happen. Many years had passed. God had heard the Israelites calling out for help. He was concerned about them. Moses was tending the flocks of his father-in-law Jethro, and he was at Horeb, the holy mountain of God. There he saw a bush that was on fire, yet it did not burn up. Moses thought, "This is strange. I must go over and have a look." When God saw that he did that, he called out his name.
"Moses! Moses!"
And Moses replied, "Here I am." God said,
"Take off your sandals, because you are standing on holy ground. I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob."
At this Moses was afraid and hid his face because he was afraid to look at God. God said,
"I have heard my people in Egypt cry out to me. I have come down to rescue them and bring them to the good land, flowing in milk and honey, the home of the Canaanites, Hittites, Amorites, Pezerites, Hivites, and Jebusites. So now I am sending you to the Pharaoh to bring my people out of Egypt."
Moses said, "Who am I that I should go to the Pharaoh and bring the Israelites out of Egypt?" God said,
"This will be a sign for you, and when you have brought the people out of Egypt, you will worship me on this mountain."
Moses was not too sure about this. He said, "Suppose I go to the Israelites and say to them, 'The God of your fathers has sent me.' And they ask me, 'What is his name?' What should I tell them?"
"I am who I am. Say, 'I am has sent you. The Lord, the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob has sent me to you.'"
God told him,
"After you speak to the leaders, go out to the desert for 3 days to offer sacrifices to me. I know the king of Egypt will not let you go unless a mighty hand compels him, so I will strike the Egyptians with wonder."
Moses was still not convinced and kept arguing with God. "What if they do not believe me?"
"Throw your staff to the ground."
And it became a snake that moved away from Moses. Then God had Moses reach out and catch the snake, which turned back into a staff. Then God had him,
"Put your hand inside your cloak and take it out again."
and Moses' hand was as white as snow. Then God had him,
"Put your hand back in again and then take it out."
and then it looked normal. Then God said,
"If the Pharaoh doesn't believe in either of these signs, we'll take some water from the Nile River and pour it on the ground, and it will become blood."
So then Moses tried another tact. I am slow of speech and tongue."
"Who do you think gave you the ability to speak? Now go, and I will help you to speak."
Then Moses said, "Oh Lord, please send someone else." God, by this time, was losing his patience.
"What about your brother Aaron? He can speak well, and he is already on his way to meet you. I will help both of you to speak. Now take this staff and get a move on."
Well, Moses certainly didn't want to do what God wanted him to do. And it was pretty clear God was not taking no for an answer. I guess we'll have to keep that in mind if God asks us to do something. Do you remember the burning bush? Well, that burning bush is rather a special sign for the church, and you'll see it in the United Church logo, so now you'll know where it comes from. Shall we have a little prayer together? Loving God, thank you for the people who look after us. Help us to hear when you speak to us, and that we do what you ask. Help us to be kind to others and to your world. Amen. And we'll see you next time at Kids Corner, and we'll find out What's going to happen to Moses next?